there's a story. Let me give you my whole fuck the media rant, okay? Because this is like just fuck the media 101 to me. This is why I hate them. This is why they're miserable. They're miserable. They're useless. So I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen the stories, right? Because, oh, sexy headlines, really serious issue. There's like sweet tarts that are actually just pure fentanyl, bro. We see that happening all around the country, bro. Look, we took a picture. We did a drug seizure. Fentanyl. Look at it. Look. It was sweet tarts. There were some other various candies that they were like, be careful with your kids this year. There's a lot of fentanyl candy floating around. Now, there were 1,542 news stories about, quote, rainbow fentanyl.
Oh, my God.
In the 2 months before Halloween, okay? 1,542. Would you like to guess what happened after Halloween?
No rainbow fentanyl, it turns out.
Zero. Bupkis. Nada. Zilch. Zip. Nothing. Not a single kid in America got rainbow fentanyl, got candy fentanyl. Now, why is this the case? Guys, if you stop and think about it for 3 seconds, you don't even need to fact check. You just need to use logic. Why were there like sweet tart fentanyl things coming in the country? Because drug smugglers are trying to get the drugs in the country without them getting caught.
Right.
So it's let's disguise it as something legitimate. And then when you get into the country, you turn around and sell it for a profit to drug users. You don't give it away for free to children.
Yeah, you mean that's not part of the drug cartel business model?
No.
Just giving it randomly away in Halloween baskets to 5-year-olds?
Free fentanyl for toddlers is not part of the fucking drug model. I know, crazy. Now, look, everything I just said to you is totally, totally uncontroversial. I'm just basically explaining the nature of how this stuff works. I'm a moron. You're telling me the thousands of reporters that were involved in stories like this, none of them could figure that out. None of them could figure that out. None of them were able to put 2 and 2 together in that very simple way and say, I don't know, this seems like hysteria. This seems like mania based on nothing.
The thing that really gets me is there's been, like, the fentanyl thing is like a new twist on it, but there has been some version of this Halloween candy panic.
Forever.
My entire life.
Forever. Oh, there's going to be a razor blade, bro.
Blades in,
razor blades in your candy, bro.
This year. Whatever. Like, has it ever actually borne out? Has this ever like really turned into some Halloween scourge? Not to my knowledge. So yeah, this was just like the modern twist on the same shit they pull every single fucking Halloween.
Now, let me give you something that I haven't stopped thinking about since I read the article.
Okay.
There's a story that I covered on my show. It's been haunting me. So there's a cancer drug that was created in 1973 in the United States. That drug is selling for $38,000 per shot. In the UK, it's $260. Rampant, grotesque price gouging, big pharma being absolute mafia shark criminals.
Right.
And you know how many articles I've seen on that? One.
Right. How many of these were there?
1,542. I saw one article on that. 1,542 on the most obvious bullshit story of all time. And look, the fact of the matter is, these news outlets, I don't know if they believe it or not, but they want clicks. And it's a sexy story, right? Oh my God, your kid's going to get fucking fentanyl poisoning, bro. So they go with that. But the crazy thing is, and this is why I bring up the drug example too, that's also kind of a sexy story. That's also, you know, attention grabbing, giant headline, massive scandal. And it gets no coverage. This drives me mad. It drives me crazy. And this is why, I mean, I should be thanking them, right? Because this is why outlets like ours end up doing well, even with all the algorithmic suppression and whatnot. People just find, oh, hey, these people look like they're talking about real shit.
Right.
But like, this is maddening. Like, there's no logic. It's all about the clicks. It's the most obvious fear-mongering in the world.
Local news is really bad about this sort of shit.
Oh my God.
Like,
you know what else they're bad about? Crime. They will find a crime and talk about it like it's the end of the world. And you could go through a period where it's the same number of crimes and the same nature of the crimes. And if they just don't cover it that much, then there wouldn't be this narrative of like, oh, crime is on the rise and everybody's going to die. And so that helps also shape a narrative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're classic, like, you must watch this segment before you pack your kids' lunch tomorrow or whatever. They love that sort of shit. And will there be any accountability? Will anyone, after the fact, after they ran their 1,500 stories on the rainbow fentanyl, will they come back and be like, you know what, guys? we were wrong. There was no rainbow fentanyl. We're all good. Sorry that we freaked you out. No, of course not. They'll just never say a word about it again until next Halloween when they do the same shit again.
Literally none of them have followed up. None of them have followed up.
Of course.
And then they have, and then, these are the same outlets that would, go after guys like Alex Jones, because Alex Jones has never done a fucking correction segment in his entire goddamn life. And it's like, yeah, but you guys kind of suck too, in a different way, in a less egregious way, but you guys fucking suck too,
less outrageously clear way.
Yeah, you're not committed to the truth, because if you were...
It's more pernicious when it's less obvious too.
Exactly, because, this is something I could easily... I mean, I don't want to throw my mom under the bus. She didn't say anything to me about this, but this is a story where I could see her saying, like, oh, did you see the thing about the thing? And it's just like, no, we have a way in this country of being misled by media ghouls who will divert your attention in the same way that, like, politicians use the culture war to just get everybody's attention away from the shit that actually matters and the stuff that's actually happening and how they're getting screwed in their everyday life by their fucking boss. They just divert your attention with, like, oh, big-tittied woodshop teacher trans person, look out, right? Like that's what they're doing, right?
Totally.
And it's infuriating, especially given the context of, like I said, a story like that drug. And by the way, how many drugs are there like that in this country?
Right.
Where the markup in the U.S. is preposterous. I mean, insulin, for example, goes for $300 a vial here. In Canada, it's $30. That's just one example. That's fucking egregious.
Crucial one.
That's egregious.
So many people's lives depend on it.
Now, where are the 1,542 articles within a 2-month time span on that, which is a fucking national scandal and a crisis? If you want to see me and Krystal Ball interview legends like Noam Chomsky, Cornel West, and more, subscribe to Krystal, Kyle, and Friends on Substack. $5 a month gets you the video version a day early. Remember, we take 0 ad dollars for this podcast. Or you can sign up on Substack for free and get the audio version a day later. Link in the video description box below.